Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Reddit Repairs. This is episode 4. This is the series where I go through Reddit and look at people's PC problems and give my opinion and insight on how to possibly fix their problem. Let's see if we can find our first user who has a problem. Here a user has updated his BIOS and now the motherboard light has gone from red to blue, or the other way around. It's gone from blue to red. This has got to be something simple in the BIOS. Just have a look around. Might just be under general or somewhere in the BIOS. There's definitely got to be a setting. I know there's a setting for how to turn the lights off. Might be in the same area. Just a guess. If not, if this is a ASUS product, you could download their RGB software. I don't know what it is off the top of my head. Armory Crate, I think, might be another brand. Download that and see if you can see your motherboard on there, and you can change the color there if you're that bothered and you need to change it. And when I say that bothered, not in a bad way. I mean, like, are you just asking, or does it match the theme of your build? Wasn't trying to be a dick there. Okay, so I believe this guy's got a PC that isn't booting. Let's just quickly watch the video. I can see a red light flashing there that looks on the post. Saying that, actually, if we have a quick look, the fans it is trying to post. You can see the fan moving slightly. Obviously, elephant in the room. No CPU cooler. I think further on in the video you can see that he's taken it off, which is, I mean, if you're just testing quickly to see if it'll boot, it's not the end of the world, but if you keep trying to power it on, it's not the best. What I do here, troubleshooting general PCs that won't boot. I mean, this one is one where it's flickering on and flickering off, so this could be something where there's a short somewhere, or a piece of hardware is causing a short and it's causing the power supply to go, nope, I'm not posting, I can detect a short. So what I would do here, I would unplug all of your main, I'd unplug all pieces of hardware that you don't need to boot the PC. So you can take the graphics card out, have one stick of RAM, or keep both of them in there, it's up to you, but maybe just keep one stick of RAM in, unplug all the fans, make sure your CPU cooler's on, unplug all hard drives, SSD, NVMe drives, even unplug the front panel connectors, and then see if you can start the PC by jumping the power pins. All you need to do is where your front panel connectors were, you will have the one where you plug the power into. You just need to put a screwdriver on both the pins, jump the 2 pins, and it will start the PC. If it boots, great. Slowly start adding components back until obviously it stops booting, and then from there you can try and figure out what the problem might be, and if you've got a piece of hardware that's causing it. And before you do all that, make sure you clear CMOS. There's a little battery, little circular battery on the motherboard somewhere. Make sure completely unplugged from the power from the wall socket. Unplug that battery, leave it 10 seconds, plug the battery back in, try and post. If what I've done there still isn't working, possibly a power supply issue, unplug the power supply, get a spare one if you can, borrow a friend's, and then test the power supply. If after all that's still not working, what you then want to do is start swapping components out. And again, if you don't have one that you can borrow, this is a bit of a difficult one. What you could do if you want to go through the hassle is you could buy all the parts on Amazon, swap parts until it starts working, then you know what's broken, and then you can send back what isn't broken, if that makes sense. That's one way that you could test it without having to spend money, and Amazon's return policies are normally pretty good. Obviously you're going to be giving it back, make sure don't damage it. Yeah, that's my tips for troubleshooting this. General troubleshooting of a PC videos can be found all over YouTube on what to troubleshoot, so if I have missed anything there, have a look at a YouTube video that explains how to troubleshoot a PC. And if anyone watching this wants me to make a troubleshooting PC guide, general tips, kind of what to go through step by step, let me know in the comments and I'll maybe see if I can make a general guide on how to troubleshoot PCs that aren't booting. So onto a slightly shorter fix here, because that was a bit of a long one, apologies. So this user's having GPU Coil Wine. I also suffer this with my RTX 2080. I kind of just got used to it. I can't really hear it when I've got my headphones on. So one solution is to buy closed back headphones so you can't hear it. But no, another way that you can fix Coil Wine is undervolting the GPU. You can do this through MSI Afterburner. There's plenty of videos on YouTube how to undervolt a GPU. Look at doing that. It will definitely, well, the other benefits to undervolting it is obviously saving power, but it should reduce the amount of Coil Wine. But unfortunately, there's no definitive way to fix it. It's just luck of the draw if your GPU has Coil Wine or if it doesn't. Here a user's done a BIOS update on his motherboard, and since then it won't post with the red debug light on the CPU. So what I think might have happened here is you've updated your BIOS and it no longer supports your CPU that you've got. Double check the manufacturer's website that you downloaded the BIOS from. From there it will tell you what CPUs it supports. Then to get this working again, you could buy a cheap CPU from eBay, second-hand one, that you can just plug into the motherboard. You do the BIOS update to the older version that supports your current CPU, and then you can put your CPU back in and it should be good to work. Good to go, sorry, not good to work. Well, same thing. But if it's not that, then there could be a chance that the BIOS update has just gone wrong and it's bricked your motherboard. But if it reached 100% and it restarted on its own, I don't think it's that. Hopefully it's not that. Here, this user is having problems with YouTube. It's being ungodly slow. He's already cleared his cache multiple times, uninstalled and reinstalled Chrome, used a different browser, and it's only on his machine. It works fine on the laptop. What I would do here is disable hardware acceleration in Chrome to see if this helps at all. I've seen this cause problems before of making YouTube slow. Google how to disable hardware acceleration. It's not very hard. Just go to Chrome settings and type in hardware acceleration at the top and it should give the option to turn it off. Otherwise, download another web browser. Go for Firefox or something light. I have also recently seen in YouTube they've added a new Ambient Mode setting, I believe. So here's a video that I've just made about Modern Warfare 2 stuttering. If you click settings here, there's the option to turn off Ambient Mode. Give that a go, see if that works. Other than that, I'm actually not sure what could be causing this. And that's the end of today's episode of Reddit Repairs. Thank you for watching. As I said, if you have any ideas of how to fix any of the problems I've discussed today, leave a comment. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more of this content, subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Laters.